Welcome to Be Less Stupid. I'm standing outside the office of Democratic Congressman Brad Sherman.
We need more lawyers down there bonding these kids out. We need them to be released to family.
I agree entirely.
The stories that we're hearing, they're terrified to go to the media with them because they're afraid they're going to get nabbed and sent away.
Today, thousands of Americans descended upon the offices of their local congressmen in order to demand that the Trump administration shut down those overcrowded migrant detention facilities along the U.S.-Mexico border.
Today we are part of a national protest and a national action to demand that these inhuman camps be closed. Enough is enough.
It happened 100+ times across the country.
This is what we do. We work with Move On and Invisibles. It's all about public pressure. This is what we do. It's advocacy to let our congressional representatives know what we think and how we want them to represent us. This is not who we are.
I understand.
And we as constituents, as human beings, go visit them, document it, make it transparent, bring sunshine to the issue.
Angry Democrats showed up en masse at the home office of their elected member of the U.S. Congress to make 4 demands. Number 1, close the migrant detention camps permanently. 2, stop funding all family detention. 3, reunite families. And 4, for Congress members to bear witness to the horrific and inhumane conditions and personally visit the overcrowded migrant detention facilities as soon as possible to bring national and international attention to the humanitarian crisis that some on the left are calling state-sponsored torture at the U.S. border with Mexico.
What we saw today was unconscionable. No child should ever be separated from their parent.
More than 50 people from Congressman Brad Sherman's district in California's San Fernando Valley visited their congressman's office, where they were greeted by staff members who patiently listened to their constituents' demands, while frequently reminding those gathered.
And it's emboldening to see folks that share our values.
That they were all on the same team, that they too were horrified by the detention facilities, adding that the congressman was up in arms over family separation. However, the congressman was not so furious as to actually show up in his office, despite being in the district, to hear from his constituents in person. This despite the fact that he'd been alerted to their arrival by this woman, a vocal liberal activist, who alerted the congressman's aide to the planned event at an unrelated event the night before. Nearly simultaneously to the congressional home office visits, an internal watchdog group inside the Department of Homeland Security released a report detailing horrific and squalid conditions inside several detention centers for migrant families in Texas along the U.S.-Mexico border. Among the atrocities documented was overcrowding, grim and unsanitary living conditions, children going without food and hot meals for days, and detainees begging not to be returned to their cells. Most had not showered in weeks. Many were constipated due to bologna sandwiches being the only food that they'd been given, and some revealed that they had intentionally stuffed socks into their toilet in order to flood their overcrowded cell so they could be temporarily released. The DHS report goes on to add, and I'm quoting, "We are concerned that overcrowding and prolonged detention represent an immediate risk to the health and safety to those detained." When news of the frightening and dangerous conditions were revealed, Republican members of the U.S. Congress, because of their strident commitment to the safety and welfare of children and their implacable belief in the sanctity of family, took up arms, stormed the White House, and demanded that President Trump immediately close the concentration camps, return children to their parents, and expedite asylum claims. I'm kidding. Come on, the members of the president's party did nothing! Because they are awful sycophants, endlessly cruel and unchristian hypocrites whose commitment to the sanctity of life refers only to white children. In one breath, these GOP toadies pledge their never-ending commitment to the pro-life cause and outlawing abortions entirely, and in the next breath do either nothing to protect the children of migrants dying at the hands of the Department of Homeland Security and Border Patrol, or they are actively engaged in supporting the policies instituted by the president that have resulted in overcrowding, health violations, food shortages, and death. It is now 100% clear that Democrats cannot rely on Mueller. We cannot even rely on friendly, sympathetic members of Congress. There is only one way to get rid of President Trump. That is to vote Democrat in November 2020. We need to flip the White House and the Senate too. If you enjoyed or were somewhat educated by this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell button so you'll be alerted when new videos premiere. Also, you can support my channel by getting yourself one of these Be Less Stupid t-shirts, which are now available on our website at belessstupid.com. And finally, I know that your time is limited and that you have tons of choices of what to watch, and I would like to say thank you very much for choosing me. For Be Less Stupid, I'm the host, Jon Hotchkiss, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. If you enjoy my work, I would encourage you to go to our website at belessstupid.com and get yourself one of these nice t-shirts. And that way, you can be less stupid too. Remember to click the shop button on the menu.